Yeah, I think driving half hour for this Denny's breakfast is definitely worth it. If this was Japan or Germany in the 1930s, I can imagine people being scared to get rid of Boris Johnson. All the fucking world's laughing at Britain, laughing at this fucking idiot. We have outdone America. Hello, Joseph. I'm just going to get a drink. Oh, long time now. I'm just going to get a drink, mate. Is anyone still there? A Jewish Viking. Yeah, not a big fan of those sideburns. Yeah, I was thinking of doing I still like to do it. I had an idea recently. But you know North Face, the clothing company. So I had an idea. Instead of North Face, Norse Face. Norse being like Norway. Little pigtails, oh my god. Well, I was thinking of doing plaits, but then these dreadlocks suddenly appeared. But do it as a t-shirt, but I need a helmet. So my face and the helmet. Oh, you're on Instagram? Send me a link. Send me a link in the comment on on this video later if you like. I love this breakfast at Denny's. It's about 650 yen. It's really made nicely. Of the hood. Yeah, I think a lot of people, it depends on what reason you're coming for. You know, obviously a lot of people, boys and girls, they love the anime. You know, they've got so many things here. But it's best to have a plan, not just to come for that. Well, you might get upset. You know, but there is one of the, I haven't seen it recently, but there used to be jobs for gamers. You could get a salary and you could get a job testing games. I imagine that would be like a gamer's dream. Kaiju? Kaiju? What's kaiju? Yeah, there was a oh, monsters. Okay, yeah. I met this girl a few years ago. She was from Ghana, I think, or she was from Africa, and she did braids. And at Christmas time, the New Year, I met this girl from America, a black girl, and she had a small girl, very cute, very nice, and she had her head braided, all of her head braided in these long, tiny braids. Looked fantastic. Must have took forever to do it. Jasmine was her name. If you're watching Jasmine, I didn't forget your love. Hello, Blue Mustard. Yeah, of course there is, hairstylists, people that cut your hair, they're very talented people. People that do that braiding as well. But it's not just that, it takes a long, it's got to be patience to do that. I guess if they got good at it and I guess they could get that. Maybe I've seen a video of someone doing it really fast. Oh, I'm not buggered at them. Yeah, like I said, I was thinking of having it. Like I said, I was thinking of having my beard braided, but then all of a sudden, it just started doing this. But like I wasn't washing it properly or looking after it, and it just started. But I wash it more often now. I'm a scrap man. I do scrap metal and scrap wire, mainly. Sometimes take things away. I have seen some people beards with braids in it. I don't look. No, I used to do Uber Eats. That's a good thing about this, actually. I do come across some amazing stuff, and when you go to the scrapyard, there's even more stuff, interesting stuff. I made a wire stripper, and what I did, I went to the scrapyard one day, and in the yard there was like two rollers. There was like rollers from this machine, and so what I did, I offloaded the scrap that I wanted to sell, and then I just do this. And you can see it's wire stripping machine. You can see it in there. And then I loaded this on the truck, and then I made a wire stripper. Yeah, even in, I used to get off the streets all the time, but recently I picked a bit of stuff up. I picked up some iPhones recently. They're throwing away fucking iPhones. Oh yeah, what do you think? Where are you from, Joseph? Are you in England? Because there was like a recent spate of people stealing telephone boxes. Because at one time, what they did. Oh, you're in Sheffield, mate. Okay, cool. Which part of the city you live in, brought up in? Yeah, because what happened a long time ago, maybe I used to work for British Telecom, and a long time ago, they took out a lot of the old boxes, the old telephone boxes, and I think they sold them overseas. Broadspot Manor, it's a bit rough up there, isn't it? You know, one of the roughest parts of Sheffield. Maybe now it's Spittal Hill. I met a friend's brother. He became a landlord. At a like a standing landlord or a new landlord, and he went up there at Manor, and they said this guy comes in with the television and he goes, "What are you doing with that?" He goes, "I want 20 quid for it or something." He goes, "What do you mean I want 20 quid?" He's, "Look, it's a standing rule. When people bring things into the pub, the landlord buys it." Yeah, they'd be building brick walls. Well, I was born on the Parsons Cross, and then with Parsons Cross, Shire Green. Then I bought a house in Winkerbank. Yeah, I said it was a fucking. But he was a big guy. He was like over 6 foot, 23 stone. He was fucking. He used to work in the oil fields. He was fucking big, hard case, and that's who you needed for those type of pubs. When like the pub I went in, there was fights every week. Sheffield Lane, the Pheasant at Sheffield Lane Top, fight every week. So I was in 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, maybe up your end, but that was yeah. There was no fights in the Workingmen's Club though. Yeah, I think the main problem at there were too many landlord letting in too many fucking 16-year-olds. That was the problem. You know, they had fucking 1 or 2 shandies. But like, I don't know what it's like now with the fucking drugs. I went back to Sheffield about 7 years ago to go in. I was taking part in X Factor, and I sat down went in with my relative, a cousin, sat down at this table, and the girl at the table was an old girlfriend from like fucking 15 years or even more, no, 30 years previous. She goes, "Are you Gary Firth?" I goes, "Yeah." Because, "Oh, it's me, Vicky." She was 17, I was 23 when I was going out with her. Yeah, some nasty fights nowadays, aren't there? I saw one guy, he was arrested, he'd been on the run for 3 years, he just fucking sliced a guy. This guy had been doing nothing, he just went up to him, Stanley knife, fucking sliced him right down his body. I didn't expect it to be on next table though. She was married now. She was married and they had a young lad. What people are saying about that fucking idiot, Boris Johnson. Into a cunt. He's just got his arrogance is unbelievable. All these people all up and down the country, they couldn't say goodbye to their family that are dying. They were dying in an hospital bed or they died and they couldn't say goodbye to them or hold their hand or fucking anything. And these cunts are fucking pissing it up. Fucking cunts. They should be in fucking jail. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I say, Corbyn. He wasn't a realistic choice, was he? He's got some ideas, but on a large scale, those ideas don't work. You know, the same with these woke people. Same with the Greens. This is fucking up the country. Because if Putin can just shut the gas off, he should fucking turn the gas off. So we're not just fucked for heating for the houses because there's no coal now. I used to be a miner, by the way. So, and well, first of all, we went to gas because of Margaret Thatcher. No, of course they don't lead us. And we've even got his new wife telling him what to fucking do. His wife used her influence to get that cunt in Afghanistan bringing all those fucking mutts home. All those dogs, people are stuck in fucking Afghanistan. They're using a plane to bring all these fucking dogs home because Boris Johnson demands it at the behest of fucking Carrie Johnson. Fuck, he should be out on his fucking. He shouldn't have been in. He figured a way to get rid of fucking Theresa May, and that was it. He wanted the power. I think he just wants fucking publicity. He doesn't give a fuck about being Prime Minister. He just wants publicity. They put out a fucking red carpet for him. Yeah, they're all pandering. They just pander for the fucking vote. Or we've got this fucking this YouTuber or this Instagrammer. They've got like fucking 2,000 followers, and they think you shouldn't be doing this. Okay, let's do this then. Fuck me, that looks nice. Look at that. You see that? Is that burger and onions or what? That looks fucking really nice, that. Eh? That's only 450 yen. Oh, it's in 850 yen. That's about £6. What's your job, Joseph? All right, pal. He also said I didn't rape that woman sat on my knee. Another dodgy cunt. See you later, pal. Oy. My second of the day. That's 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 8. Oh, fucking thing. Oh, I'm just 5 yen short for another slice of toast. Caesar salad today. Time is it now? Yeah, you can't watch restaurant while I go for a poo. thought I'd try 2 coffees. Still there. Next person to make the comment gets $10,000. So I wonder which is best. I wouldn't. No, I've never talked to. I've never talked to Ryan. I've just said 1 or 2 times I made a comment, a nice comment to him. I've also made bad comments to him, and he liked to comment. That's about it. But someone posted something last night. Someone posted. It was. I didn't see the. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the comment because it was hidden. And he said that he's still alive and he's just trolling everybody. But then he said, I usually talk to him, but he hasn't replied to me recently. So, but I don't give a fuck if he's alive or dead. Maybe that blend coffee is nicer. But I've got a friend who's on my live streams, and he said he talked to him, and he said he was a complete arsehole, very fucking rude. I think if people are like fans of Ryan Boundless, then it's very sad. You know, they must lead a sad life. But you know, like I don't think, because if they think he's dead or he doesn't say he's alive or dead, then maybe the people that pay into his Patreon will stop paying into his Patreon. So I don't think that's if he's alive, I don't think it's a good idea. Because, you know, Patreon people, they pay the money. And Ryan, I just see it as a thank you to people that like me and channel. But as for Ryan, you know, he puts them above other YouTubers. So if he's alive and he's not, then I can see it being detrimental to him by not making videos. No, because I think he was getting at least $500 a month, and you can live on $500 a month in parts of Africa. Yeah, he was just a complaining cunt. What did he want? I think he said someone said he was doing weddings as well. He was living with a nice woman. What's he got to fucking complain about? I don't like these cunts that come here teaching English and then they complain that they've got to be an actor, or they've got to fucking sing, or they've got to babysit. If you don't fucking like it, they're not even fucking proper teachers. 90% are not even fucking proper teachers. To be honest, I think proper teachers, you try to hear 1 year or 2 years and then they fall off. Because there is no, it's not a real job, because you're not teaching. You know, but some of the university teachers, they can earn a good salary and used to get lots of time off. Where are you watching from, Scano? Scano sounds like an English nickname. That's okay, pal. Well, British, same thing, innit? But a little bit different. I am a quarter Irish. I don't know which fucking quarter it is like, but I was watching. No, never, never. I was watching. That would you call that ginger-haired actor with a German name? Fassbender, Michael Fassbender. I was watching him last night on Graham Norton show. He's quite funny, isn't he? He's a likable guy for a German cunt. I like his wife. His wife is beautiful. No, I met her when I was selling timeshare in Tenerife. I met a few Irish people. Yeah, the only thing I've watched him in, I think, is Inglorious Bastards. Yeah, I think he's in that. Can't count to three, the silly cunt. How do we say? How do we do? We do it like this, don't we, in Britain? 1, 2, 3. It's funny how people they count differently in Japan as well. I work for telecom, and I thought if I was going to get another good job, I better learn something. So I decided to learn Japanese. Come to Japan, learn Japanese, and I liked it. I liked the money, yeah. So I went back to England, found a wife, came back. But like like if you haven't got a partner, it's a little bit difficult to live here, to be honest. We've got about a 3-year limit, but if you're settled, then it's good. Oh, really? Well, I bought my house when I was 20 years old, and I was single. But I worked for telecom as well. If you work for telecom, it's like a fucking job for life. But I guess things have changed now in Ireland, yeah, or in Britain. But it's not only that, is it? What is fucking the average price of a house? What anyone can afford? How much is a terraced house in Ireland? Or what are you? What would you be doing at Pfizer? Yeah, well, this is it. This is why they don't want you to fucking get a house, innit? I was 10 years old when I talked to my granddad, and I said to him, "Why do people rent?" I was 10. But then my uncle Jimmy, he bought a house, so he'd have been over 20, maybe 23, 24, 25. He bought a house for £1,600. £1,600. This would have been in maybe 1975, something like that. Yeah, you could still buy a house. 1980, you could still buy a house for £4,000, £5,000. I think what I would advise, join the fucking army. Then you don't need to worry about a fucking place to live. Whatever, but something where you've got accommodation, and you can save your money to buy a house, get trained. They put a roof over your head. Army, Navy, Air Force. Yeah, don't join the police. I was 18. I went to join the police, and I didn't get in. Then I applied 1 year later. They said, "Don't contact us again." Ungrateful cunts. My dad spent half his life in prison. Maybe that had something to do with it. Yeah, the only other thing you could do is if you could get a plot of land and then fucking build a house out of shipping containers. No, yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone to join the police nowadays. Just fucking on, man. No, they're just fucking cons. But if I thought, when I was all right when I was a teenager in early 20s, things were going well. Things went well, apart from my love life. But nowadays, fuck, man. In Japan, you could buy a house. You could probably buy a house for like. Well, my mate, he offered to sell me a piece of land for 2.5 million yen, which is about £15,000 at the present. Yeah, England's fucked or Britain's fucked. And just look who we've got fucking leading us. Right fucking idiot. Mate, it all depends. Like case by case, innit? So if you abide by the rules, it's not easy. But it's like any if you've got a family to look after, it's difficult everywhere, isn't it? What do you what do you mean by a collectivist society? I've never heard that term before. Yeah, well, that's what makes it a better society. For example, if you get like a company boss here, he might earn like 15 to 25 times than the average worker at his company. In Japan, in America, it's 400 times. In Britain, it's 200 times because they're just greedy, selfish bastards. So it's a better for society if more of the money is shared out. Surely that's a lot better. It might be a kind of communism, but it's got to be better than fucking everyone for themselves. For example, if someone's got they'll call a yasai batake, it's a vegetable garden, allotment plot, and they go around their neighbours giving the food away, sharing the fucking food from the vegetable plot. They share stuff like that, you know. The big ones for giving presents out at certain times of the year. They have these like gift sets, and if they go away to a different part of the country, when they come back, they bring a present for the family, for the friends. So surely that's better than what we've got in Britain. Why do you think it wouldn't be easy if people share things? Like when I was in Tokyo, I did judo in Tokyo, and our judo teacher, he had this job. He was a builder, and he invited all the judo club, and it was a simple job. And I think we were taking apart something. It wasn't breaking a building. It was just like some offices, and there might have been like 10, 15 of us, and he just gave everyone like 10,000 yen, and it was it's just shared. Sometimes I'll give people, if I haven't got a lot of money, but if they need a job, I'll give them some work, you know. So it's a lot better to share. Do you go out drinking? How much does it cost to go out for a night if you go out with your mates? If you drink, that is. That might seem silly saying that to an Irish person, but I do know there are a lot of teetotalers in Ireland. It's just that the ones that do drink fucking drink. I know I know two Irish people here, and they fucking drink. I mean, and they drink to the point of like staggering about, you know. Is it 60? Is that €60? £60? Is that one night? That's a lot of fucking money. It doesn't cost you that here. Yeah, because they have all you can eat and all you can drink here. I could go out and get drunk for 20 to 30 quid. In Japan, Guinness is one of the most expensive things. The most expensive pint in a pub is fresh cider on tap, and then it's Guinness. And Guinness is between 900 yen and 1,000 yen. In or in the park. Yeah, I think that's probably same in England, you know, because all my mates tell me that all the fucking pubs are closing down. Yeah, but it's the same. It does happen here as well, like, but it's called convenient drinking. So you go and have a drink outside a convenience store. But sometimes, if you can, I can go to I can go to a restaurant and all you can drink for 90 minutes, and that is 1,400 yen, and that's two. Can't be 20. Is that 20 quid? No, 14 times. No, 17 quid. But if you, where are you going to meet the ladies? Yeah, there's like in Japan, you can just sit in the street and drink a beer now. There was there was a television tower in the centre of Nagoya where I live, or close to where I live, and they had all these tables. They had all these tables and cane chairs. They've took them away now. I think a lot of British people or foreigners used to go and get the beers from the convenience stores, and then just sit there drinking and probably making a nuisance of themselves. Let's look these. Yeah, you know, if you're an attractive young girl, you can go on OnlyFans or whatever. Only Fanny. You know, Elon Musk. He's talking about a population implosion. But I've got two kids. It doesn't look my son is going to be knocking any kids out soon. My daughter is in Japan. Lots of young boys and girls, and I'm talking like teens, 20s. They're just not interested in having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. and that now there's like it's coming up to 500,000 Chinese and 500,000 Vietnamese are in the country. But the problem is the Japanese are very racist towards anyone who's not Japanese, especially not to white people or to foreigners, but to Thai people, to Vietnamese, or to Chinese. They're not very nice to them. So that makes those people not want to live in Japan. But it does make foreigners like me, and from Britain and from America, from other parts of the world, especially Africa, they want to make their lives in Japan. It's safe, great food. What is it, though? £1,000 yen is about £6.50 now, something like that. So it used to be. So it's twice the. It's about five. It's about £5 for a pint in a bar. Oh dear. Mate, I don't know. We'll have to do. I wonder if they. I wonder if they hate the English too. Well, everybody hates the English. So just why did they hate the Irish? Because generally speaking, most people love the Irish until they meet them. So no, because I was like jolly-go-lucky and hard. They had. I don't know if they still got that reputation, but the Irish, they had the reputation of working really, really hard. They were hard workers and they were hard drinkers. So what's not to like about the Irish? Unless some fucker has tarmacked your fucking drive wrong. Aren't they, weren't they all going back to Poland or something? I know one Polish guy here, and he was doing quite well for himself, and he took over a wedding business, but he had a drinking problem, and he would drink shochu. Now the thing with shochu is it doesn't smell, so you can't smell it on someone. And he was a fucking hardline fucking drinker. And then it came to the day when it was gonna all fucking collapse, and he ended up in a fucking came for him, put him in a fucking straitjacket, and he broke his hip trying to get out of the straight. He's fucking massive, this guy, by the way. He's really big, and in stature, not in fat. He's in stature, and he broke his hip, so he had to have a fucking hip replacement. And now he's given up the drink. He's stopped now. But there's not many Polish people in Japan. Please tell me why they hate the Irish. There was on Stephen Fry. They did a part on the Irish navvies that came over to England to build the canals and everything. And he said when they came over as young men, they would build them up on Guinness and beef, and then they would be really fucking strong. Are you still there, Scano? No, well, it depends on what the job's like. If you're fucking, like in the warehouse at Aldi's the supermarket, isn't it? I guess Aldi can't be as bad as fucking as Amazon. But my mate in Vegas, he's telling me that fucking if you're a tradesman, if you're a bricklayer, a fucking painter, a fucking joiner, plumber, they're like $60 an hour. If you're a tradesman, that's fucking 40 quid an hour, man. Oh, sorry, what was the job that he quit? Yeah, there was a documentary I saw a few years ago, and it was about in London, and the fucking and it was and there was this Polish cunt who got this company, and he was making up all these bullshit fucking rules so his fucking Polish mate could get a fucking visa, and then they're turning down people that live in London to work for this fucking company. So what you're telling me is that Polish can be cunts too? Yeah, well, if you're not, then again, if you think about that though, if they're not fucking, they're talking and blabbering away in fucking, in, they're blabbering away in Polish and you're blabbering away in fucking Ireland. I've got a Scottish mate here, and I can only ask him twice to repeat what he said, or I fucking. And he's one of the clearest speaking ones. I've had to change my accent since I came here, because I was from Sheffield, so I had a strong Sheffield accent when I came here, and I had to slow it down. So when I put on one of my videos a real Sheffield accent, and this and a few months ago someone goes, "You're not from Sheffield, you're posh." So if my fucking mates could have seen that. Yeah, they're saying Amazon, you can't even have time for a fucking piss. They just fucking piss on the products. Yeah, of course, yeah. It's very strong. I've also, one of the night, when I used to work with a guy from Limerick, he had a really nice accent. But the fucking, what was that fucking film? I forgot. It was like in the 1990s, and it was, and there was like in Ireland, and this guy, they wanted to be a fucking band, or he wanted to have his own band, and he was talking into the microphone, pretending to talk into Terry Wogan, and they had all the fucking people that wanted to be in the band came round to his house, and he was checking them out so they could be in the band. That's fucking. I haven't seen that for a long time. I think that's one of Ireland's most famous films. And the Commitments, was that it? I couldn't remember. I was going to say Proclaimers. That was a fucking good film. And is it Ned? The one where they win on the lottery, and they're trying to pretend he's alive because he's got the winning ticket. That's a fucking good film as well. Did you? You know the two Irish lads. Oh, it's really good. You should check it out, mate. Well, it's probably before you were born, probably. It's type in Finding Ned something. Just put Ned Irish lottery video film. See the Discovering Ned, Finding Ned. It's fucking good. Because it's someone in the town or the village. Someone in the village wins on the lottery and they're all trying to find out who it is. Did you see the two Irish guys? Making Ned, is it? Okay. Yeah, watch it, mate. It's a great film. Did you see the two Irish guys that came on Graham Norton? I think they were the rowers. Fuck. I even doubt if some Irish could understand those two guys. They were twins, yeah. I think they had a video of them, and then they all. I think they actually came on the show. You see that fuck? Have you seen that? Have you seen the latest star in America, Brooklyn Beckham? Brooklyn Beckham was on the Late Late Show with fucking James Corden. Can you fucking believe it? It won't be bad if he got a sense of humour, or if he was funny or interesting, but he's not. It's not even fucking funny, you know. I think it's just fucking. Jade, no, well, they've actually got some. They've got some talent, don't they? They sing and rap, but like, they do act. You know, he was quite good in Karate Kid 2 or 3, was it? He was quite good in that when he was Jackie Chan. So. You know, they do have some talent and they can fucking hold a conversation. You know, even if, but that, I think that Jaden, he was coming out with a bit of crap, weren't he, at one time? Talking fucking shite. But Brooklyn, it's just, but I remember David Beckham being on a chat show with Ali G and his wife, Victoria Beckham. David Beckham was fucking hopeless. No fucking idea. But she was funny. Victoria Beckham was funny. But his next claim to fame will be having more tattoos than his dad. Fuck knows what. I think her sisters and brothers, they've actually got some fucking talent in their family. You know that Pell, she's an actress, and I think she's got a sister that's an actress, a brother that's a dancer. I think she'll fucking, I think she'll fucking call the wedding off. You were made to watch it, what, by the rest of your family? the best thing I saw about David Beckham is when James Corden took the piss out of him when he made that dummy of him. I'm just going to get a drink, pal. It is 20 past 10. I'm forgetting it's early morning for you, isn't it? It's 12. I thought is it 9 hours? I thought it was 9 hours time difference, but that 20 past 1. I was just told off for not wearing my mask at the drinks bar. What did you say? What your job was, mate? Are you at like a warehouse or like Amazon or like fruits and things like that? For something, I'm fucking thinking of fruit picking on. I mean, so you'd like Amazon or something like that, or Aldi's. Now in Japan, they're having Uber. You know Uber Eats. They're fucking they can't even be bothered to go to the convenience store. People are fucking phoning up Uber to get fucking food and shit delivered from fucking the Lawson's, the convenience store. Can you fucking believe it? Also can carry. Fuck, man. That's what someone used to call me in pub, cash and carry. You get your fucking big and strong, pal. Okay, yeah, they cunts like that, aren't they? Offering more money to get new stuff, and then they think, oh, the old stuff, oh fuck them. When the old stuff are more experienced. I worked for a Japanese company in London. Yeah, of course. Then they ask you to fucking train them up. When I worked in London, there was this we had this Japanese foods, and all the fucking workers were from Sri Lanka. They were supposed to be on a fucking study visa, and the warehouse was such a fucking mess that only the Sri Lankans knew where the fucking stuff was, because it was fucking all over the place. Well, now they're offering jobs here between $13 and $17, but they don't want anyone my age. I think a lot of the time they want people like under 45. Ageism, I know, pal. But the thing is, I'm stronger than the average Japanese person. So no, I work for myself, so it's all right. Like some days I can go out and I can work at like 2 hours, 3 hours, even less, and have a decent wage. So it suits me. I don't want to be stuck in a fucking factory for 8 hours. I do scrap, mate. So I've got a few places I go and pick up the scrap and then I sell it. But it's only now I can do that because earn decent money in a short time is because the prices are at an all-time high. So. So this is why I spend a long time in fucking cafes and restaurants, fucking bullshitting on the internet. Fucking hell, man, I couldn't do anything like that. Yeah, they have things here. Also, like sandwich. They have sandwich factories, but you've got to get all fucking mashed up and everything. Same thing, standing on your feet all fucking day. One thing I might enjoy, like, is driving for a kid's school, something like that. That might be good. I'll see if I can get one of those jobs. You know, picking kids up from their houses and then dropping them off at school. Then you just sit about waiting for them. Yeah, when I was 16, I had this job, and it was an engineering electrical engineers, and they had this fucking small black block, and I had to fucking take something like this. So I had to take these pins out, and I had to put like 10 or 12 of these pins into this black thing. There was a fucking barrel full of these fucking pins. A barrel full of fucking pins. So there'd been like 10, 20,000 pins inside this fucking barrel. What do you mean? He just drove past you or something? Or he was supposed to pick you up and take you somewhere? Right, Scannell, that's enough fucking coffee inside me. Just gonna see if I can go and pick up some money from my mate. And if I'm lucky, it'll have an air con. If I'm really lucky, there'll be an air conditioner waiting for me. Okay. Yeah, my uncle was a bus driver, and they have this thing is, so if there's two buses on the same route, one bus driver follows the other bus driver into the depot. So they don't pick. So the guy behind, he lets the fucking bus in front pick up all the passengers, like every stop, and he always drives behind him. So instead of overtaking him and picking up fucking passengers, he just follows him into the depot like that. And my uncle said, so one day this guy, he follows him all the way into the depot. He jumps out of the fucking bus, goes around, punches him. What do you mean you forgot you were still on the bus? All right, Scanner. Been good talking to you too. Take care, pal. Good luck getting a new job, mate.